Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, you got.
Hey, we're live. We're live.
Isn't that a
For
Drake
our
song?
Even know.
Doesn't
Yeah,
Drake
that's
start a
live?
song like,
We are
knocked
live.
This painting off for
We
him.
are in fact live.
I just knocked this.
What happened to the
off,
3, 2, 1?
Yeah, you got it. It looks fine.
Damn.
Oh yeah, we're
No,
That's
live.
let
so
it,
off.
dude, it looks great.
It's so off.
You can't even tell. It's like he's sliding, taking a drift into frame.
He's drifting into frame.
He's drifting around. He's drifting around in the background.
It's gonna fall
I
on your
think
head.
it's straight. If it falls on my head, clip it. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll
think
accept
so.
it.
It's
I'll
still a little
accept
angled,
it.
but it's all good.
Shut up. Why'd you have to say that? Like, just.
Oh no,
Hey.
no, it was leaning
It was,
that
yeah.
way. You like messed it up more. Oh,
All right, I'm not. Oh, good God.
you know now that one's straight though. The one
Oh my
next-
god! I am trapped in a glass box of emotions, or whatever Ron Burgundy said. I feel like that scene right now. God.
No, that one
Wait,
was
this-
good.
this is the-
that one was
I feel like
good.
we've
The
done
other
this-
ones were
What
unlevel.
else did we measure? We
Oh,
measured
Bobby
the
measured the
camera. It was
camera
the
last
camera.
week.
That looks so much more off.
No, yeah, because
Yeah.
it made us realize the other ones are not level.
What is up and welcome to Better Than Cable, man? The show that is always better than cable. You're in here
What's
with
up,
J-Treb
man?
from the Miseducation of
Oh,
Music.
man.
And we got Ananya and parts from the
hilarious.
Nevaland podcast. And we are
Yeah.
in here this week to talk some crap. Man, I am sorry if the paintings behind us are off kilter in any way. But today, instead of just
have been.
focusing on them being off kilter, we're going to shout out the artist. This one was painted by a dope artist named KJ.
Nice.
He's got an Instagram, Brutalismo. Go follow him. It's really dope. These two, the Avatar and Speed Racer, were done by Annalicia Lissette. Really dope artist. Follow her. She does all types of different characters, and she does commissions too. Like the Speed Racer was a commission, and you can go buy a print of it. It means I had a commission that was so cool that she had to sell prints of it. You know how dope that is, bro? I'm dope because I came up with the idea. I didn't paint it though. She's sick as fuck. She's dope as hell. And then the D9 up there is from
Facts.
X. But hey, we out here, yo. We in here and we talking about more than just these paintings. We're gonna dive into some topics this week. Parse, I know you said you had some stuff that you wrote down this week, and I got some topics too. And then Bob gave us a great one to head into after that. Parse,
Facts.
kick us off,
Facts.
man.
Yeah, dude. I just randomly saw this on TikTok. Basically, Mozilla is gonna come out with a browser using AI to predict what you want to see on the internet. So it's not just a feed for videos like TikTok, where
Yeah.
it's TikTok's trying to find the next video you want to watch.
It's like scrubbing
Mozilla's
the
gonna
internet to
find
be
the
like,
next-
this is what you want to
It's
see.
just exactly just anything on the entire internet is up for grabs. Like this is like a crazy project idea. I think it's pretty cool.
I don't know if I like it.
I'm kind of in camp with Bob. I feel like
Yeah.
that's I don't know if I want the internet curated to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is also.
I just want to go to the
But also, would you-
think and have everything just pop up?
Would you argue that this is an evolution of kind of when I go into Google Chrome, I specifically use Google Chrome for all my like sites like Hulu, Netflix,
Yeah.
like Disney Plus. On different days when a new show is coming out, that'll be higher up on the list of like what I want to click. Which it's a learning tool. It's not the same as AI
Yeah.
being like you open it up and Netflix is open. But like, would
Yeah.
you say it's on that line?
Important question though. Before I answer that, and you're gonna need to repeat it. I'm sorry. I hold on to this question so I didn't forget it.
Go ahead.
Please don't forget the
Go.
question. What's the question?
Go. That's the question.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me you forgot this question, bro.
Bobby.
You forgot it. You forgot it.
I got the question.
Thank God. Thank God.
Does it give you a link, or does it just curate?
Oh.
It gives you a link. It links you,
Forgot.
and potentially, I'm guessing there could be some kind of thing where it's like a click through, so you can like go to the initial link, and then you can, it's like you could skip a certain website or whatever. I'm guessing it's that kind of thing. But if you click on the video, you can kind of see it. I think they kind of show it, but
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forget how it looks.
Well, Bob's pulling up that link. Parse, maybe you could answer that question that I was just asking, though. Is it kind of like... No,
Yeah.
keep pulling up the link. I'm going to ask the question. Do two things at once.
Yeah, it's,
but-
it's potentially
but
like
the-
I remember what you asked.
Yeah.
but, like,
Is
it
this like an
it's-
evolution?
Yeah, it's potentially more advanced than that, right? Yeah, so I
Okay.
get what you're saying. Like even in Google, when you keep searching stuff related to a subject, Google kind of knows you're already gonna search up that subject, right? So it already
Yeah.
offers it to you higher up, like right away, that search query, right? So this is gonna be way more advanced than that. Like it'll literally try to, based on your behavior on the internet, it'll try to predict what you typically go to. Like it's gonna predict like, okay, what do you usually open up first thing in your day? Next thing, what do you usually do? Like it's gonna try to predict your behavior. Like,
Okay.
but this kind of opens us up to censorship, though, right? So it's like if we're just not even searching the internet ourselves, and like the internet's kind of handed to us, how does that affect the way we absorb content? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that
So
it
it, like-
does. It limits the potential for us to use less of the internet. I think that's where I'm seeing
Yeah.
it being a negative. Like from what you're saying, it like they not like in a sense of them gating it and being like, well, we're only gonna show you this type of shit. I see it from a perspective of like we're only using like 10% of the internet mainly in our everyday task. Like all of that happens on this top 10%. I feel like that would reduce
Yeah.
it to less, where it would be like Mozilla is only going to give you like this link, this link, and this link, and then it's just going to start like using everybody's data to be like, well, let's only push these 5 sites. Let's say it's not even like a censorship thing, but it's like this is what gets the most eyeballs. This is what gets the most people to keep coming
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, that seems like an inherent disadvantage because I
Yeah.
find joy in finding the things on the internet that are kind of harder to get to, or like figuring out methods of using the web in like different ways.
Yeah.
And like that completely takes it away.
So this was basically what I was asking.
Well, what you asked was links. Or...
What?
No, does it give you links to websites?
Yeah.
Or does it put all the information together
And yeah,
and
and
just
give you like a
give
list.
you like
Yeah, but-
no, not a list. Like give you like the information.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, like read out everything from every site type thing.
I think it potentially can do that. I don't fully remember, but
I feel like
I'm
then
sure
that's a
it
cool
could give you
gimmick
like a
if I could get
summary
like
of
a
the link
daily
even.
summary to
I'm
the
sure
corner.
it could give you a
and click
summary of
into
each
one,
link even.
Yeah.
but like still
I'm
using
sure it
the
could even
regular
do
internet.
that.
But who the
Yeah.
fuck is
Yeah.
using Mozilla Firefox?
People? I don't know. It's
Is that still
existed for
popping?
a long
No
time.
one. No one's.
I was
I
about
don't
to say-
know if it's
I don't know
popping,
anyone.
I
but,
used
like,
to-
it exists.
I remember I made a conscious choice to use it in like 2012, probably. That sounds like about the year that I downloaded it. But like, I don't know if I remember it having any hype past there because they had commercials back in the day and stuff.
Mm.
But I don't remember seeing anything recently.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah,
after it was the Chrome before Chrome. It was
Damn,
like,
it's actually a really good way to put it.
It
was
was
a-
better than like Internet Explorer.
It did
but,
cooler
like,
shit than
yeah.
Safari and Internet Explorer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked on both Mac and PC.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was better than Internet Explorer, and it was like kind of doing like cool stuff, and it was obviously way faster, dude. It was so much
Yeah.
faster than Internet Explorer. It was wild.
Mhm.
Like Internet Explorer was so trash, and then Chrome came out, and it was totally different. Everything was different after that.
Yeah, I was about to say Chrome is like, and then the Fire Nation attacked. Like Chrome is the one
Yeah,
where I
'cause-
assume everybody's either using Chrome or Safari, same way I think Android and iPhone.
Yeah, so
Like,
now,
and it's like,
yeah,
you're
now
like,
everything's
what?
based
People are
on
using
Chromium.
Edge.
Everything's based on Chromium, basically.
It's Chromium.
Yeah.
It's Chrome.
It's
but
still
people are
Chrome,
using
you're right.
Edge because Bing.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
on like if it's a Windows computer out of box, I'm gonna just go ahead.
But it is right in the end. It's
But I
all
still, like, I
Chromium, so it's
prefer
like it's
Brave on
all
that.
the same stuff at the end of the day. It's just like all like mods on top of Chromium. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah,
Everything's Chromium.
that's crazy that like Google really just has like the best web browser out here.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
the best web directory out here.
You're right. You're right. They kind of crushing it in a few different areas. I'm not gonna lie, they've been killing it
But they
on
might
maps since
not
the
for
jump.
much
Yeah.
longer because Google was lying about ad sales.
What do you mean? Ooh, tell us some tea.
So
Uncorroborated
allegedly-
story. Okay, cool. I like that. Keep going.
I mean, I just said allegedly because I haven't read the article.
And that's what I was about to ask. I was like,
Okay.
how much of this did you read though?
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
Google
All right.
has been posting ads that were paid for and were charged for to websites that breach terms of service for certain types of content or just aren't what they were targeted towards. But the way
see that.
online ads work is like, you're like, look, here's my targeted budget, and you kind of pick your target, and then they decide what the best way to use your budget is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, is Google charging people millions of dollars for ads, and then this is where they're finding it best to display them?
But I mean, yeah, I always do have the question when I've seen things like a YouTube converter or like somebody use a YouTube converter, and I'm like, how are you allowed to have 15 ads around here and this is not breaching anything? Because I'm always like, YouTube is owned by them and you're not allowed to do this, but you're running Google ads in the background. So I mean, I feel you on the breaching terms of service. I'm sure we've probably encountered sites that have breached terms of service that are still running Google AdSense.
There's another thing.
Yeah, not only. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's another thing about it too, where when you pay for AdSense, you're paying to have your ads viewed. And some of these websites, like you said, there's like 14 windows or something all open and playing their little ad. So they're also selling ads that you can't justify have views in nearly the same way.
Exactly, but I thought that how they were trying to combat that, because I know that like ad blockers have just gotten so much better over the years. I thought they were trying to get better at cracking down ad blockers to justify the ads or something. But I mean, it seems like the problem's way larger.
But Google's an ad company.
They are. And the fact that you can put an extension in their own browser to block their ads, hilarious.
Google is getting shady, dude. Recently, one YouTuber I watched was covering some of the sponsored, like, one of the sponsored links. Dude, he apparently searched like Adobe Premiere or something like that. And basically there was a clone website of Adobe Premiere, and it was basically let you download it, but the package also had like a virus attached, like a keylogger.
Oh, that's so scary.
And it was crazy, dude, that Google just allowed that to be like a sponsored link, dude. It's insane, like what they're allowing.
Pushing that? Like, that's like a push link at the top of the screen. Well, I mean, they're at the point where it's almost like, how do you check a company this big without, like, it's almost at the point where they need to split it. Like, where it's like, Google cannot be all of these things.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, that sounds like, I don't know, that sounds weird. Sounds a little anti-capitalist now that I say it out loud and things like that. But at the same time, it's like, they're doing a lot. Like, that's actually harmful to the public at that point. And it's like, that's because you all obviously cannot focus on every single person who wants to run an ad, or you've created an automated system that might still need some human intervention in some way. And it's like,
or like the government could just put like a regulation on this, right? Like where Google needs to spend way more money to actually check, like a background check these companies that are putting ads, because exactly, dude, this is like malicious, dude, basically, right?
Like,
so now people with certain agendas, they're gonna put out certain ads that they know will hit certain targets, right? And so now, okay, when you search Amazon, they're gonna put a fake Amazon link, and then you're gonna log into a fake Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so easy to do then, if this is possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, it's getting scary out here, dude. Too much is online.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Too much stuff is on the internet now for us to like be playing around with things like that. I feel like that like wouldn't have mattered so much back in the day when not a lot of commerce happened on the internet. But I would argue like most of my personal commerce goes through the internet.
Yeah, dude, Apple Pay.
Yeah, so it's just, well, I mean, yeah, like, and that's the thing too, where it's like crazy. That's wild. It's crazy that we're like getting there with things. Make sure that's a legitimate link now. Now, don't you use a fake Amazon link.
It's an app.
Okay, making sure, Bob.
It's an app.
Making sure Bob's protected out here as he buys inflatable pools. We're gonna no context that.
There's a 4-pack.
We're gonna no context that. But yeah, It's crazy because I'm more afraid
man.
for like the generation that like my parents are in, kind of the people who are like one generation up from us. Because I'm just like, I don't want my parents to get got by some dumb stuff like this that looks legitimate. Stuff that would have fooled me. Like, that's the problem. Where it's like, it used to be so obvious in the past where it was like, I could show my parents two things and be like, this is what you need to stay away from. And now I'm like, yo, let me look at it. Because it's like, yo, let me check the buttons, check the bottom of the site, stuff like that. It's like, yo, you cannot be too safe.
There's some clone websites that are really similar, dude. It's crazy. Like, especially in phishing emails.
They taught us all web development in high school, bro. Like,
oh my god,
we learned it on YouTube. Like, of course, somebody who's hacking now can recreate Apple's site.
You can download any source code of any website, you know. So it's like you can download all the styles it uses, and just by your eyes, you can look and replicate it, dude. Like I have clones that look pretty similar to like LinkedIn. I literally built one myself. You know, it's like you can do it pretty easily. You know.
Like we're hitting a point where I think we might need to figure out a new way of security about this stuff, which I feel like a lot of people are scared of on the internet, myself included, like adding more layers of authentication or just security inside of the realm of where you're supposed to be allowed to have anonymity if you want it is really weird. But it's like we're living our lives here. Like, I don't know, it's a little crazy when you think about it, where it's just like, I don't know. These are problems that I feel like no one encountered when they were telling us to learn about these things. Because now all of us know as much as usually the people who are on the other side, or you can learn what they're doing. Like, if you took the time on the internet, you could figure out how to do whatever the people who created something for you not to do on the internet did and backtrack that. Like, all it takes is determination and time. It's crazy, man.
I know, it's wild.
Yeah, like with crypto, there's a ton of attacks where people lost all their money out of their crypto wallets just by clicking the wrong link. It's insane.
That's so messed up. You get an email, you click it, you lose all of your Bitcoin. Dude. I would probably, I'd lose my shit. I would lose my shit.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be the crazy person where if I had enough Bitcoin, I would be the person where it's in my pocket on a drive. And it's like, if I lose it, I lose it. But this is it, bro. Yeah. Like, nope, it's in my pocket. Like, nah, G.
Dude, I don't even own that much crypto, but dude, I'm in. Yeah, dude.
Bro, I'd be insane. On different levels of security, bro. I'm not even playing around with it.
It's gotta be like tucked in, like, just
on my chest at all times. Can I get that shit implanted?
Legit.
I don't agree with the biohacking, but fuck, actually, it's too scary. I don't want to put my money in my body. That's wild. That's wild. That sounds so. That's the Justin Timberlake movie. That's the In Time. Like, it's fucked up. Nah, dude. Never mind. That would be the most secure way, but that's dystopian.
It's not worth it.
Man, look, there's no better time to segue to a dystopia than now.
Than the metaverse, dude. Let's get into the metaverse.
Yeah, wait, there's another topic. Damn, I had a good transition this week. I just wanted to be noted. That's it. Bob, you're getting weird. That's over budget.
No.
Our producer Bob has been giving a $54 budget to make something crazy happen on this show.
The concerning part for me is it's like 2 to 3 adults.
The concerning part to you about a heart-shaped inflatable tub is the fact that it says 2 to 3, maybe.
I don't want to buy it. I just think it's funny that it's in the
I was about to say, that's wild. If you use your whole budget and personal money on that, I don't think it's gonna be the best produced show we've ever had. That's all I'm saying. I don't even want to know, man. But look, let's talk about this really quick because we didn't talk. Those are dope as shit. Stop. We need to stop showing off-camera things that other people can't see. Bob is just showing us things that he might involve in this production. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Follow whatever service you're on. Twitch, Kick, YouTube's.
Subscribe.
And you can see whatever this is going to be.
No, last one was way cooler.
Yeah, the little turtles that float on their own are way cooler than an inflatable rideable shark. But like... Last week, after we ended the episode, we all hopped on and immediately lost an hour of our lives to Zuckerberg.
Yep.
And I think that's what Parks was alluding to here, where we're getting to the point where you can put all of it in one place. And actually, I got some really cool stuff to talk about on this. But Threads, the Twitter competitor, dropped since the last time we were all here. And I think everybody aside from Bob here has a Threads account. Mm-hmm. How are we feeling after a week? Yeah. What's the verdict? What's it like?
At first, I came in hot. I was like, hey.
I'm posting content left and right, man.
I posted everything, but then Literally, like what, like a day or two in, I was like, okay, it's just Instagram. It's the same
Okay.
shit. Like it's like whatever I'm putting on Instagram, I'll put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like before, I was putting effort. Now I'm like,
You're not gonna
okay,
make
it's
any
not.
specific threads content
Yeah,
yet. You're not
nah.
running towards the thread specific.
Nah,
Okay.
not at the moment.
You're
Like I'm
trying
treating
to
it like
get
my
threads monetized.
nah.
There are some people on there, like I'm laughing
man.
because there are people on there where they have posted so many threads. I'm like, you are waiting for the monetization day.
Yeah.
You want to be right in that first. This one dude, I shit you not, 15 per hour
God damn.
for like first 4
That's
days.
crazy.
I had to,
God,
I had
that's
to
crazy.
unfollow, bro. I was like, you are
Holy
obviously trying to
shit.
become the number one of something on this app, and I don't want to be a part of it.
I don't wanna be-
I don't want to be a
Facts,
part. I was
facts.
like, not everything you're sitting like, dude. He was also throwing up mid threads. Okay, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just because
you can't be doing
Yeah.
mid.
just because
You
you,
can't be shooting
weren't
mid
funny
if
on
you're
Twitter
Yeah.
doesn't
shooting
mean
out
you can come
15 of
over
them.
here, bruh.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
there are a lot
Quality
of
over
mid
quantity.
threaders out here.
Quality
Like,
over quantity.
Facts.
I'm
Facts.
not enjoying everybody. Some people are just like throwing up memes where I'm like, you're just reaching.
Facts.
Like, just put these on your
it's just
story.
Like, bro,
Like,
yeah.
it's like-
like-
This is not great. But
Keep it
yeah,
on the
Pars, how
camera.
are you enjoying it? You definitely have more followers than
Dude.
all the rest of
oh
us.
yeah.
You
Facts.
definitely have more
Dude, yeah,
followers. who join
I've been
threads.
trying to utilize the platform, man. So I've been posting my videos there,
Mhm.
and then I've been trying to do like one thread, one tweet, one thread, one tweet. You know, like
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
How are you? How's it?
And just
how's it
keeping
going?
both accounts alive. Yeah, I mean, you get a like, you get a few likes, and then and then it's that's it. You get like 3 likes. So I mean, that's better
That's
than
the
like
disadvantage
0
of
on Twitter. You
chronological
know,
right there.
like
That's
Yeah.
that's the problem / my love of it. I love that when I go on, I'm interacting with what's happening right now. But that also means that whatever I missed, I missed.
yeah, it's
And
gone.
I mean, like, it's like
Yeah.
you're not gonna get those. You're not gonna see them. That's why I really wanted to start the Threads notifications the same way I do my Twitter notifications. I like having all my tweets on my lock screen, so I got my own feed that I could look at. That's not the home screen full of ads. So everybody who I like, all my homies, they're all on notifications. I tried to do it on Threads. They tell me 2 days too late on every post.
Damn.
I was like,
Damn.
dude, you have not worked out these notifications yet. Now I'll give them credit. The app's 7 days old? But like, man, I'm like, this is not a viable replacement. Because if I had that, then all of my friends, I wouldn't miss what they're putting out now.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, no, without the search, it's kind of crazy how this stuff works. You know, it's
like no trending or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because
it's really difficult
that's
to get any traction, basically.
Because like Twitter, I go there for like almost news. Like it's like, okay, I go on search, I'm like, okay, what's actually going on? Cool. Now Twitter now is pretty trash, but now on Threads, there's nothing like it. I'm like, that's a feature they need to come up with ASAP.
Yeah. I feel like they need something to catch it. What's that comment over there? Yeah, say that comment. Who's it from?
It's from Liberty Twitcher.
Okay. What does it say?
So it's like, my concern with Threads is that they'll start censoring what they consider to be truthful or not. I don't trust Zuckerberg in that crowd.
True.
That's interesting, but I think didn't they already make a claim that they weren't gonna like make any pushes towards political things on this app or
I have no idea, but like,
anything
it's a
like that?
private.
It's
thing.
privately owned.
They
You're
can
right.
do
Yeah,
whatever they
yeah,
want.
100%. They
So,
can do whatever the hell they want.
I don't doubt at some point they'll hide something.
Well, Zuckerberg
Yeah, no,
got
they
caught
could
up
make
over the
some
ads
deals.
and like
Yeah.
elections and stuff with Facebook.
Yeah.
Like Facebook got caught up with a whole election, and I feel like we didn't think they were going to bounce back for a while from that, and now they got a new app that got the most downloads
They
of
started
any
it
app.
in January.
They started working on it in January.
That's how hard this was.
Yeah. But I mean-
that's
But I'm just
quick.
saying they started it in January, and this app had the most downloads of any app in one
But this
day.
app is
Like,
also
that's
different
crazy.
because Threads works on a blockchain. So it's
And-
like it's a little bit different technology.
That's what I was watching before the show where people were talking about this shit, where Zuckerberg apparently is trying to create something that would essentially be one app to bring all the apps you have together through them right now.
Yeah, like through a
that
single
possibility
identity.
is
Yeah.
already available to do with other sites too. So
Yeah,
like
with-
what it would
yeah,
essentially
there's-
do is you'd go to one platform and it would give you all of your platforms together. So your WhatsApp, your Threads, your like
Yeah.
whatever it may be, even Twitter, like all of that shit, like it could all be on here. You could respond whenever somebody has a new account to follow, you would automatically follow them because the following would be through the person, not through the website. And I was like,
Exactly.
that's already
And
dope. We got another Twitch
that's
comment.
that's what for the Lens protocol. So like someone developed this, right? It's literally called the Lens protocol, and that was supposed to be like the uniting. So basically, all decentralized social medias would use this protocol, and then they would all be connected, basically, right? That was the idea of it. But like Zuckerberg basically just took it and making it work, dude. Because now Instagram and Threads are directly connected in the ecosystem,
Yeah.
right? So it's like if they hook it up to Facebook too, right, and then WhatsApp and Messenger. That's what I was saying.
I'm
Is like
pretty sure it's already
now
hooked
they have
up
like
to
a
Facebook,
real
'cause you can, like,
ecosystem,
post
dude.
your threads
Yeah.
to your Facebook, I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like they have a real ecosystem now, and dude, they could literally just kind of own this part of the internet. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. To the comment in the Twitch, I mean, I don't know anything about the political affiliations of these sites, but like, I mean, there's just in the sense of like the sites doing a lot to figure out where their personal lines are. I feel like every site is drawing the line in weird places. Because like there are people on Instagram who have lost their accounts over things that you wouldn't think would be major as far as like content goes, like people recording in specific locations and getting in trouble, or even having videos that would seemingly not be a problem. And then it's like some of these people are making their entire livelihoods on these apps. So like if you suspend their account for 2 days and they can't post a brand deal, you might have cost somebody like 20 G's. And that's like big if like it wasn't something that was truthfully bad, which is another thing where it's like private companies. How do you mark a line?
No,
It's on them.
No, that's the thing. It's like you don't know what the government's gonna ask Zuckerberg to censor. Like, so, you know, it doesn't even matter his political affiliation. Let's say the government wants him to censor some story, right? He might need to do it. That's the whole problem. It doesn't matter who you are.
I feel like that's
the
one of those
government might
things
come in
where that's one of those things where it
and
would
be like,
happen
"Hey,
in
don't
a
do
room
this."
that we would never be in. Like that.
Yeah.
If that
So it's like-
happened, we would never know. Like, and I feel like we would have the same concern with Elon, where it would be like, "Yo, don't push this on Twitter." Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's some shit you find out
Exactly.
in a YouTube video 30 years from now. Like, that's what happens. Like, that's the shit we're just now finding out about shit in the
Dude,
past.
exactly.
You know?
The government stops Elon from smoking weed, right? So they could definitely stop Elon from censoring, like not censoring a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like
But,
letting
like, that's what I'm
this
saying. So it's
story
like,
run.
those are the
You know what I'm
things
saying?
there's
So they
no
can
way-
definitely.
Those live in
They
a
definitely
zone that we
control
never
Elon
know
already. You
until
know what I'm
it's
saying?
too late. Like,
So-
we wouldn't have no clue that those things even happened until they already happened. Like, I mean, but, like,
Exactly,
that's
dude.
the concern with all of this. We put our lives into here. Like, I mean, us personally, we get on these websites and like literally just put ourselves out here and willingly give information about our opinions, our lives, and all of this shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
at any point, if we stop this, y'all know, like, they have nothing.
Yeah.
But we have it, and we're not going to, it seems.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand exactly what you're saying in the Twitch chat. Once
Yeah.
again, like, I feel you, G. But as I'm saying, these are situations that would happen in rooms we would never be privy to.
Right.
Like, I mean, even the
Facts.
fact that, like, most of like, the people who are on higher up authorities to say, like, stop things have no deep understanding of what these things are. Like, that's,
yeah.
I feel, a large problem.
Also, dude, every moderation, like basically all content moderation teams are like probably not that big of teams. You know what I'm saying? They're probably like 10
Oh, dude,
people
it's probably
deciding
like
what
five
goes on the
people,
entire
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
like
it's
five
not even
people in a bot.
You know,
Legit.
it's like
Legit.
who knows who the F's actually deciding what the F we're saying.
Well, I
you know?
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, dude,
just-
like,
no,
for
for
example,
sure.
like YouTube content, like a lot of the things that can get you demonetized on YouTube or can get things taken away are based in a computerized system that is made to hear your words, listen for copyright and music,
Yeah.
and that's basically it. Like, it cares nothing else. It
Yeah.
has a set of
Yeah.
words where it's like, don't say these, and it's got a set of music where it's like, don't play these.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one happened.
Oh shit, we lost. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry, we didn't see that last comment.
dang.
They were just saying in the chat, there's no higher up authority that has the power to stop free speech. You're 100% correct, but as we were saying here, privatized companies have the right to say you can do whatever we say on our websites, which is pretty insane. But
once
again, we're on YouTube right now. We're on Twitch right now. We're on Kick right now.
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
these sites have their own rules that we have to follow within whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we can freely say whatever the hell we want right now, and they can freely pull the plug at any single moment. If I sit here and say anything, it's like it's not on us. And I mean, I get that to a certain extent because each one of them needs a baseline. I would argue we need a baseline for the internet, but that it's too controversial. It's too controversial to say this is how we're going to move on the internet.
It's too it's
no,
too
I mean,
divided. It's too different.
Dude, the internet, like, I mean, we always complain about this, right? Like the whole problem with the internet is all it is pushing is like the most controversial stuff that's gonna get the most eyes, right? Like that's what this stuff is all pushing, right? Whereas in reality, it should actually push what people are interested in. That's not like, you know, just there to keep you there for longer, you know, keep the app open for longer, I should say.
Yeah, I was about to say you can never expect anything besides a personal agenda from a company that makes money from you leaving an app open. Like, I feel like you can never expect them to be like, we're only gonna let you see everything. Like it's all curated. Yeah. Like none of us have opened an app and ever gotten to the point where it's like, oh, and like this is not pushing something or trying to deliver something to me that like
what's the first thing when you create an account, like fresh account,
what are your interests?
Right? What do you like? And then it'll push that initially, right? And then it works from there. That's all it is.
100%.
People. Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. And getting that algorithm to work in both ways, both, I guess, positive and what would be perceived as negative, air quotes, hard air quotes on negative, because I don't know if I consider it that way, but like whatever they consider to be deemed that way. What are you looking for? Oh, damn. Okay. But yeah, like all the things that have been deemed that way, I'm sorry, I almost lost that thought because we almost lost power to this stream. But damn, I lost that whole thought. I'm like Bobby with that thing earlier. I only had one sentence left. It's only 2 words. But I know, I'm trying to figure it out. I was talking about how there's just the separation of like the positive and negative. If we could figure that out, we can't cater to both crowds, I guess is what I'm saying. Because once they figure out what they don't want to push, they cannot then cater to the crowd of what they didn't want to push, in my opinion. Because then that's going to drag them under.
No, yeah, that's why I was pushing for Twitter to try to be like a source of truth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with that like context with that, what is that thing called on Twitter? I can't remember what it's called.
The fact checker thing that they have now?
The fact checker thing that they added now to a lot of tweets. Now that they added that, like that's one step towards,
I thought that was
dope. Them being more.
I love when I see a tweet and it goes, "This made me think."
Yeah.
No, it's like, dude, that's great.
Clarify shit for you. It's like,
it literally gives you another article to read. Like, hey, here's the counter evidence to it, right? Like, it literally gives you something else to read.
That should be widely available. I feel like that's the best we could do at delivering both sides of everything.
And that's what should be theoretically on every tweet. Yeah.
If you truly want a service that's going to allow you to say anything, you have to be okay with that going right underneath whatever you just said. Like then I believe we could truly get to a place that would create a quote unquote free speech place. Because I would argue all of these have free speech because a lot of them are kind of banning hate speech. Hate speech is the one that we have not defined. We don't have a clear definition.
Exactly.
That's just what it is. We don't.
And it's
I think it is
allows you to say basically whatever, and then now someone can give the counter evidence, but then whoever's reading the tweet can decide, okay, what's the truth for them? You know what I'm saying? Like, then they can decide. They'll just have all the information that's available.
Yeah. I feel you. Now, in the chat, they definitely says, I'm going to touch on this one real quick. They said that we're the source of truth, which means we're responsible for being smart enough to know we're not being lied to. So it's like not having someone kind of monitor that content for you. And I would argue the difference here is that on the internet, misinformation can be spread just as easily as truthful information. So that's the biggest disadvantage here. But yeah, now to go into our other topic that we had that I was going to transition into so perfectly earlier, but now we're going to get a straight up better than cable transition where I tell you it's happening. Yeah. How would you all survive a zombie apocalypse? Hard transition.
Facts.
It was bad.
Facts.
Of course it was bad. I wasted my good one earlier because I forgot we were going to talk about threads.
I put in a way that we get to this zombie apocalypse, so then you guys can think of like ways.
Okay. Pull us in. Pull us into how we're going to get there, and then we'll start going.
just like the Last of Us show, you know, like how the
I'm liking
mushrooms,
the
cordyceps
direction.
mushrooms take over the humans.
Yep.
Dude, there actually recently was a type of fungus that evolved
Oh, I
to
did see
infect
this.
humans
Yeah.
recently.
I have read about
Yeah,
it.
I've seen this.
I love
So
fungus
now-
and I love
dude, this is real, dude.
mushrooms.
This could happen now. I'm
They're
scared.
so cool, dude. They are way cooler than humans, okay? That's all I got to say about that. We can talk about this another time. We've
me
talked
get
about the
into the
Spore
fun
Network
guys,
on this
I
show,
guess.
man. We've talked about the Spore Network before, okay?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, no, we
Facts.
have.
They are
We
cooler
totally
than
have.
humans.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are just connected, but let's go. Keep going.
But yeah, so how would you protect yourself, and then how would you murk these zombies? Like, what's the weapon you would carry? So let's
Rear
just
naked
start there, and
choke.
then we can continue. Who wants to start?
So what level of safe are we? Do we have an immunity to this just by chance?
Good question.
Or
Yes.
are we trying to avoid getting touched?
Yeah, so basically, let's say you can't get bit. So that's
Okay.
the transferal. You can't get bit. So
we
how? Yeah.
personally are all immune through biting. That's what you're saying.
No, you can't get bit.
No, you
so
can't
I'm
get
running
bit.
away from being bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I did
so
not
if you
understand
get
that. That's
bit,
why I
it's over.
asked. I'm
If you
glad
get
I
bit, it's over,
asked.
basically.
Because he said you
So
can't
you
get
can
bit.
get-
So I'm
you
like,
can
oh, I
get
can't
hit
get bit.
zombie.
Like, you know,
You can touch a zombie.
can't
you
get
you
bit.
hear the inflection?
Yeah. So you can touch a zombie, but like you can't like, let's say you try to like
DNA
drink their
transfer.
blood or some ish.
Yeah.
DNA.
Yeah,
So
like you
spit in
drink
my
their
mouth,
blood or
I'm
like
zombified. Blood
exactly
on me,
they bite you.
zombified. Gotcha.
Exactly that kind of thing.
I
You're a
mean,
zombie.
that's why I assumed I'm gonna spit in my mouth. But I mean, it's kind of weird if a zombie was just like looked at you, was like just directly. That's weird.
Yeah,
But
much
yeah.
more likely be a kiss.
You're right, but
No,
like
I'm
I don't
not.
want you to
What?
be. I don't, because a
And then
zombie spitting on you is
and then
far
I
more
can
intentional than a
provide a
kiss.
secondary threat too. So there's also a secondary threat. So I'm gonna try to make it realistic. So at the end of like the zombie's life, they
Yeah.
basically climb up to a highest place and then they explode with spores. And then so if you're nearby, you could get infected with that.
So we
spore
can. So
explosion.
we're still susceptible to that too. So if we're by a
Yeah,
blowing
yeah.
up zombie, we need to be protected.
Yeah.
So any skin contact. So if my skin is not
Hold up,
exposed and
hold
it
up,
falls
hold
on me, am I
Ha-
okay?
Hazmat at all
Our
times.
our first
Yeah,
move
so if
now
it touches your
needs to be
skin,
to the
you're
hazmat.
screwed.
Hazmat, yeah. Hazmat
Okay,
at all
but
Yeah.
hold
times.
up. I need a little bit more content. I'm with you. We do need to hazmat first, but I'm also thinking we need to go to a cold climate. But keep going because I need to know how are they in different climates. That's my next question. Like, are these known to
Oh, okay.
survive in colder climates, or are they
they die.
dying?
They die.
Okay,
They
but
die
arid,
quick.
but
They die
arid
quick in cold
climates
time.
were dangerous.
Yeah.
Or like, so if I go to Nevada, can they still survive
In-
there?
In Nevada, they can survive, but they're not as effective. But they're still decently effective rather than cold.
What
In
about,
cold,
like,
they're
Extreme
done,
heat,
right?
they
What
can
about Denver?
survive, but not extreme cold.
Denver elevation.
Yeah, so cold they'll survive for like a few minutes and then they'll die,
Elevation, you're right.
and then they'll die.
I don't
Right.
know if that affects zombies or not.
I feel like the elevation, if anything, it just.
Why do you know
it might
so
be
much
better.
about funguses?
Dude, because that's our next evolution.
You
It's
just
just-
like dove in. You were like,
we dove.
what genus is it? What
Well, first of all,
what are its specific traits?
I
Oh,
play-
that means it's allergic to puke.
I
What?
play a lot of Plague Inc. First off, but other than that, the cool thing about mushrooms and fungus, I think that could easily, if we combined into a way that was productive for humans, we would be unstoppable. Like, do you understand how they reproduce, how they communicate? It's just crazy. Like, dude, the way that mushrooms are connected to each other without actually being connected to each
Yeah.
other is insanity. And I'm talking before Last of Us, I had this interest.
Yeah,
It's crazy
exactly.
just how deep it goes. Because you just
Dude,
look at them
those-
and you're like, it's just a freaking mushroom. It's just a fungus. It's just this.
Legit.
And you're like, yo,
The
that
freaking
thing,
slime
that thing is
fungus?
low-key
Oh my
smarter than us.
God.
Oh my God, dude, the thing that looks like the symbiote from Harry Potter, dude, it's
Yeah.
messed up. It's real life.
my
Like,
God.
it exists. And it's smart enough to traverse
Say
through
the
mazes.
symbiote from Harry Potter.
I said the symbiote from Spider-Man. Did I say Harry Potter?
you said
Maybe I
Harry
did.
Potter.
Who cares? You knew what the fuck I meant. Okay.
No, we knew where
Y'all
you're
knew what I
going.
meant. This is
Yeah,
like
I knew
this
what
is
you
like the
meant.
sideways ellipses,
I knew
okay?
Yeah.
You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant.
For that
You
one,
knew
we
what
didn't
I
know. For
meant.
that one, we
Yeah,
didn't know.
sideways ellipses was
For the
kinda
ellipses,
crazy.
we were like,
Ellipses,
what?
but turn it
Straight
this
line.
way and take a dot off.
Straight line.
It's a colon, cuz.
For this one, we knew. For this one, we're
Either
with
way,
you. All right.
either way, that shit exists. Back to what we're doing now. Are we trying to stay together here, or are we doing individual plans? Because I feel like I'm a lone wolf in the apocalypse. I'm a lone wolf.
You could.
I mean,
I'm a lone wolfer.
I'm down to work together, man.
That's
Because we're gonna take a
Bobby
bunch
is
of them.
turning against humans too soon for me. I don't think I would have survived with you anyway.
I'm down to work together.
If you're with me, you're good. If you're against me, then you can get hunted.
That's
on
wild.
site.
Yo,
Because how
John,
many-
hop into the YouTube chat, man. I can't check my phone for the comments. The people want to know what you're saying.
They do. They've been asking for you.
He
John.
just said, dude, unless you live alone and can survive alone, this shit is all about luck in the beginning.
No, it's not.
I agree
It's
with
not
that.
about luck in the beginning.
Okay, well, if it started
It's
right
kind of
this
about
exact,
luck. If
if
you're
it
on an
started right this
airplane,
exact
you
second while
can't
we're
get
all
away.
shooting this show, it's luck of the draw.
No, we're pretty good at this moment.
Yeah, we're chilling.
3 able-bodied men in a locked apartment,
Yeah, I'm chilling.
and we
Nerf
can
guns, bro. What?
create weapons.
What?
Okay,
3D printer.
maybe.
We're doing
Maybe.
okay. at
Never
the
mind.
moment.
Yeah, we're good.
You have a lot of
We
confidence.
That's
might
all
have
I'm saying, you
to,
guys
we might
gotta
have to
send me a
take
gun,
one
man.
of the upstairs.
Give me
units.
12.
gotta send
Give
me
me
a
12 hours to
3D
do this 3D
printed.
print, and you're gonna get fucked up.
Oh no,
Not even.
we might need to take one of the upstairs apartments.
I'm done. I'm done with this. Let's go back to the other plan we were doing.
We will
We didn't get high
survive.
ground.
Let's go back to the other plan we were doing.
I
So
I
first thing we
guarantee
need to
Harsh,
do-
good luck.
First thing we need to do is really stock up here. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like going to grocery stores
No.
is played out. I feel like everybody's hitting
You're
grocery
missing it.
stores. I got the lick. Just go. I'll tell you later.
You're
Just
missing
go.
it.
What?
You don't stock up at 1st.
Mhm.
That's what the zombies want you to do.
Shut up.
I'm so serious. You go out, you go get food, you get eaten by a zombie. That's how it starts.
You go to IKEA.
No,
That's
what
my
the
move.
fuck?
Always lost
Justified.
in IKEA. You never know where anything is in IKEA. That's first of all.
Yeah, but
Second,
Yeah,
So
you're
you
gonna-
think you're gonna lose the zombies in IKEA?
I'm gonna be like by the plants.
yeah, but you're gonna
Just
kill
dip
yourself
into the
because
wood
you're gonna get
section.
lost yourself in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get lost.
yeah.
And then like, there's food
Yeah.
there.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It has a
It's
full.
like-
Lost
Hold
until you
on,
walk
wait.
into a
An
arcade.
IKEA is not a bad place to hold down.
Yeah,
if
you
you can
got
get it
plants
and
there.
hold it
What do they
strategically.
have?
That's not what I'm saying. They just have the ability to cook food there. But this is my
Yeah.
problem. Going there off rip is insanity. That's not a good plan.
Bro,
I'm
going to
you're like,
IKEA.
I'm hiding in the kitchen section all week. Zombies keep walking in here. They keep
Bro.
getting lost by the bedroom stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
just take them out one at a time.
I feel like it might be played out, but a lot of people may say it. But I think that we should try to hold down a mall.
No,
Why? What's the reason against? What's the reason against?
it's too many entrances.
Yeah, too many.
How many people are you thinking about getting? Because I'm trying to get a small community.
No, if you get the right storage, you
need
could
a
have
good
one
amount
entrance,
for the
basically.
mall.
Okay, so we got to work up to a
You
mall.
also said you're against me, so now you have to.
I wasn't
defend
against you. I
my
just said if I
army.
went alone, is that okay or not? And then I immediately jumped to the group plan. So fuck you.
Okay.
Okay. My lone wolf plan's completely different. I'm going out with a katana.
My army will spare you.
Okay.
General
Back to
Bob.
realistic. What should we do first if not stock up?
What do you mean?
No, I mean
If it
the
happens right
best place
now,
to
hunker
survive
down.
is go to an island, dude. If you
No.
go to an island,
So our end game is to
You're
get to an
good, man.
island.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
We trying to go boat. We trying to go plane.
Probably plane.
Plane
Who's
would
gonna
be
fly
ideal.
it? Don't you dare
plane
say
is
you.
plane is
Don't you dare say
ideal.
you.
Plane is
Who else
ideal.
is gonna fly it?
I can't stand this.
Who else is gonna fly
I'm
it?
already off this. I'm against you, I guess.
Wait.
Don't tell your armies to spare me.
I'm flying it.
Nah. I'm not getting in a
No,
fucking
you
plane.
said-
I'm not getting in a plane.
It's
with
like
you.
that- it's
First
like
of all,
that,
I said boat or
Forza
plane, and I
movie.
was gonna go. We probably shouldn't do plane, but then I said who's gonna fly because I knew you were gonna say you.
Look, if
You
one
better
of the
train
four
on
of
some
us
flight
had to
simulator
fly a
before.
plane,
With
If
that
you
text, what I
train on
meant
some
was like
flight
the
simulator-
first 3 months running into them alone, you have to physically beat out everyone else. You got to beat out the people who are gonna be quick zombies, the quick Z's.
no, you
Your
just
3D
wait.
printer can't help make food in 3 months.
But
Yeah.
Bobby, no need to take the challenge. But
can print planters, plant food.
so okay, you said hunker down is our first move. Let's say we try to hunker down. What are we looking for to be our then out? Like, what are we doing during the hunkering time, and when are we going to be like, it's time for us to move from here? Is it run out of food?
So hunkering,
Because if it's here, let me tell you, we're going to be out of food quick.
hunkering,
The specific apartment.
we ration. We need to make it 2 weeks.
Oh God.
We're
Okay.
about to
We
die.
need to
As
we need to
stated,
switch
as
this
stated.
show to a different
This
place.
is why we might need to take it apart.
Why?
We just take
Why
over
not
the
just?
We're out.
But why not just ration with
What if
them?
they were
You
out?
never once suggested
But
commune
we
with the
have no
neighbors.
food. What are they going to trade for their rations? You're just going to be like, give me your food.
Protection.
Yeah, they're
We're
gonna do
3
that.
able-bodied men. That's what you said.
with Nerf guns. Keep in mind, we got hella Nerf guns.
I have a Nerf arsenal.
Those aren't the weapons I'm using.
We, of course.
I
Oh,
will make you
really?
better weapons.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If a zombie apocalypse started, I'm stepping out of the house with one of those Nerf guns. Not one of them.
Are?
None of them.
Why?
Because they're all not gonna help me here. The best I can do is stun.
Distract.
Yeah, I was about to say they're so loud. It's so loud. Terrible
Facts.
reload times
Way
everywhere.
quieter than real guns.
Way bad reload times.
still
They
have the
literally
bow and
jam it
arrow?
like every other bullet.
I do not have my bow and arrow on this side of town.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, if I had my bow and arrow, I'd feel more
Okay.
confident.
We should
A
start
bow would-
doing the
a-
show
a
from
bow would
my
be
apartment.
effective.
It's a better
Oh,
better loadout.
That's wild.
place.
It was like the Batcave. Just invisible.
Also,
Yeah, there's a
way
big
more
difference, but if we're
food.
going for spore zombies,
Also,
Yeah,
way
dude.
more
Also,
food.
if like the somehow the news remains on, you would want to be like on the news and seeing like
Yeah.
the where the populations are thriving and
Disagree,
stuff.
They're gonna hunt people down by the sound of their TVs. Same thing playing in all these different places. They're gonna hear it. They're gonna hunt people down.
I feel like you.
Yeah,
just
but what if
definitely
someone's
forgot
TV is on
headphones
from the one you killed,
existed.
and then that TV is just on eternally, and then
That's
that's
the perfect
and you already people already died. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know
There's
how
gonna be
good
plenty of
everything is.
TVs that
I
are
feel
left
like
on.
to go back to my original question of when are we gonna leave
Alright.
here? Because I'm just trying to think of the plan of how we eventually get to the island, which has now been set. But like,
Well, we need to wait. We need to stay.
but that's what I'm
here.
saying. We stay in here for 2 weeks. What's the sign that it's like, yo, we need to move to another location we can hold down with more food?
We need to wait.
That's why we need to
until
see when the
world
populations
has
are moving
calmed
around.
down. So
Streets are cleared.
not cleared. There's gonna be zombies out there.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. The
Um,
streets are cleared from regular travel because there's going to be a few days where there's going to be regular people driving
we need
cars.
to be here long enough to where we don't know if we're the only ones alive.
I like that. I actually like that. That feels very Bird Boxish to me.
Okay.
We gotta stay inside.
Okay, now
We need to cover the windows.
of course, I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that was plan
Yeah,
one. That was
facts.
plan
Bar the
one.
door.
Facts.
Plan one.
How much toilet paper do you have?
Not enough for
Oh.
2 weeks with 3 grown men. Let me tell you,
Oh god.
we need to do a
Ooh.
Costco if that's the
Dude,
case.
yeah.
No,
Either
no,
way,
that-
Costco's the
yeah.
worst place to go. I'm gonna tell you right now. If
Oh,
you're
yeah,
listening,
yeah,
Costco's gonna be
facts.
terrible. Costco's
That's a
gonna be
trap.
terrible.
That's
Take it
Anywhere is
from
gonna
me,
be
an
the worst
expert
place.
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse survivor.
Yeah.
You need to wait
It's a
2
trap.
weeks.
Dude,
And go
yeah, if
find
you go to
anything
Costco, you're
that
gonna die.
hasn't gone bad.
This is what I was about to
Yeah.
say. This is what I was about to say. We need to immediately start going for the houses where those people already got overran by zombies. So it's like they stocked up, but they're gone already. Going in there, picking up, scavenging is what we're going to be. I feel like scavenging is
Yeah,
the best
facts.
way to do it. It's a
Take-
3-man.
Scavenging is the
3-man.
way to
We're
move.
going to imagine Parse is here for this. This is
Yeah.
a 4-man team. Parse is here for this one.
Facts.
It's a 4-man team,
Facts.
okay?
Facts.
We're gonna. I'm not leaving you out, but if it happens while you're not by us, we'll try to get in contact.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll pick an island before. We won't tell anyone on the show though.
I'll
We'll-
give you the radio.
pick an island
station
before.
later.
No, let's presume that we're all 4 of us together. What weapon are you guys gonna take? Let's say you can get any weapon that you can hand carry.
Oh,
Hand carry
katana.
any
I
weapon.
want some type of sword.
Like any weapon I can hand carry.
Sing.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow.
Aside
That'd be
from a
good one.
gun,
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want anything. Maybe even an
nothing
arrow.
that you'd have to go find more ammunition
Exactly,
for. I guess is
exactly.
what I was thinking when he said hand carry,
Yeah.
but I don't know what he means. Because what
I
I'm
feel like-
thinking is a bow, and I'll figure out how to make those arrows.
Yeah. No, I was like.
But
bow
like,
and
I'm
arrow
also
or
thinking like a
sword?
bow and a knife. Like, do I get like a twofer?
Yeah.
Like, could I go like a bow across, but I got like a machete? You know what I'm saying? Like a
No,
bow and a
let's say,
machete.
let's say your bow
could-
needs to like
I don't
convert
think
into
you're
like a
thinking.
sword or something. Like you need to do something mechanical for that kind of crazy thing to happen. Maybe like
I don't know. I feel like a bow and a machete. I'm straight.
Yeah.
Straight melee
Yeah.
with one distance.
Facts.
Longbow.
so you want to
100%.
expand it to 2
A
things.
longbow?
Two
Does it have
things
to be
to
a
carry?
longbow?
You gotta keep. You're not gonna be great at murdering zombies at first. It's gonna feel
I'm
a lot
not.
like
No.
murdering people.
Look,
Yeah,
hold on.
It's a build up to it.
I was about to say
Yeah.
when we
So,
leave
like
here, we go to our second location.
Yeah.
Training. I was about to say that's what we did not include in that first.
Yeah.
We're gonna be training every day. First of
Facts.
all, I want a 6-pack
Yeah.
by the middle of
Yeah,
by
straight up.
Just gonna
2
have
months
this on
into the
air
apocalypse. I
forward.
want to be in the
Straight
best shape of my life.
Straight up.
Dude, we
The
should've
lack
talked
of
about
the
this
lack of
last
food and
episode,
the
dude.
training.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
like,
be
oh,
cut.
Jen.
I'm gonna be fucking cut,
Like, you'd be
dude.
shooting,
Bro.
you'd be shooting arrows in the forest on the
That's what I'm
island and
saying.
shit.
It's like
I'm gonna be
Mahomes.
in the forest.
Like-
First of all, this is I'm gonna learn
Cold as
by
fuck.
hunting. We're gonna get a good area
Yeah.
with some place to hunt for some food, so I can figure out how to use that bow. I'm gonna be getting squirrels, rabbits, shink. I want to get confident.
Yeah.
I want to get confident with that bow.
Just
But
like
yeah.
throwing the needle.
But
Boy,
that's
I'm gonna look like
so
Jonathan
Reese.
Majors and Creed.
Yeah.
Like have
Keep
cold.
2 months into the apocalypse, boy. I'm gonna look so cut. I don't even. Hey,
in
y'all
mind-
get in it for what y'all get in it for. I'm gonna be so focused on my health.
probably gonna be more like shrimpy.
Facts.
'Cause
Yeah, no, you gotta train, dude. For that kind
I'll
of
be
thing,
doing
you gotta
nothing. I'll
be
be lifting.
so ready to run. You gotta be
Also-
so ready to run, dude. Like
Small-
at any point.
Small side
gotta
note:
run.
before we
You know?
started, Bob was talking about how the chat is usually just John DeFranco in the chat saying rude comments to Bob, unprovoked. And I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
he kind of came at you unprovoked.
Yeah,
You're
man.
right. You called it.
Facts.
You called it. But keep going.
You remember earlier when I was like, he just abuses me and I care about him and I just want him to have a good night, and then he just abuses me in the chat.
Well, I'm gonna go to the
I
bathroom real
didn't
quick.
know that happened. 'Cause
I know we held it from you because
Yeah.
you were on a roll. Keep going though. Keep going. You were about to start talking. When we leave here, what's our next play, Bob? I feel like we're just taking your lead here.
Well, we got to get out of the city.
Okay.
We got to figure out what the best way out of the city is.
Okay.
Is it a raft down the river?
Yo, that would be kind of cold. It's hard for the
Is it
zombies
the
to get us.
subways?
It's hard for the zombies to get us on the water. I'm liking the water plan because I feel like they
Is it
could
the
get
metro
underground.
tracks?
I'm feeling
yeah.
underground isn't safe.
Underground, not. Yeah,
I'm feeling underground
I
is too
wouldn't do-
trapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little
But-
claustrophobic because what if we get to our exit and we can't get out because the entrance is blocked or the exit is
Exactly.
blocked? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I fear like
There's-
you don't
there's
know what you're
more
popping out
problems
into.
there. Yeah, there's more
Well,
problems.
I know
though.
that.
In
but it's
water, we
also-
could turn around.
It's also
Facts.
not like
You see everything.
there are existing barriers that if they're stupid zombies, they're not gonna make. Yeah, you don't feel a lot of caring because the first thing you say to me is an insult. That's why. That's why.
But you were
crush me
saying-
down before I can even say anything. to you.
I'm not assuming they're stupid zombies, but I'm gonna assume that at least the early ones are not the best at swimming because their brains are taking over.
Well, no, not.
So that's why I like
swimming,
the river
but,
play.
Like, can they get through a turnstile? That's what I'm saying. Like there are barriers.
But then we
That's
get to the
advantage of train.
You still
but at the
have to
same time we get to the
eventually go
mass
through it.
problem where if there's enough of them at that point, could
Yeah,
they
you stack
overtake
up,
the
yeah.
other ones and push through it? Which
I don't
once again
know.
goes to the stupid side.
Yeah,
If they're stupid,
so
they
They
will run
build
over each other.
turnstiles pretty.
Their swimming
solid.
ability depends on how
It's like jail
intact
bars.
they are.
Yes, but also you got to imagine, like, let's say we're getting ran down, and it's like, let's run to this underground, and we run, and there's 50 of them, and they're constantly just freaking hitting through, and then eventually some of them are falling over the other ones. One of those problems, which is a stupid zombie problem, not a smart zombie problem.
I don't think they're getting through if they're just falling over each other.
You're right, but once again, we're talking about like the Last of Us ones, which are based on a mushroom fungus. They smart. They gotta have a little bit of smartness there. Where I'm gonna say they'll be able to go through.
Work turnstile.
Well, I'm saying maybe they know
What
how
if
to
they
like.
don't
Well,
have a
no.
venture card?
This is what I'm saying. What if they know how to just fall over something, meaning that like they're being hindered by something at their waist and they just throw the top half over. I consider that to be a smarter zombie there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like they can get around objects.
Where like that's
right?
overcoming an obstacle. They see a problem and
Yeah.
they go, "This might not be the smartest way to do it," but it's like toss their body over and then stand back up and fucking run shit. You know, which is like that one. I think would have trouble in the water because it would be like trying to get to you, but it might just
Yeah.
drown.
Yeah.
Which if we can get out early,
Yeah.
because I'm assuming
Also,
they
yeah.
get smarter over time. That's every zombie movie ever. That's every zombie lore. They get smarter over time. So we got to move early if we're gonna do the water move because I don't want to meet the swim zombie. That's probably a wild zombie.
Facts.
Swimming at
Yeah.
you, bro. Come on, nobody's safe.
Yeah, no, because so basically when the mushrooms usually take over like insects and stuff, what ends up happening is the mushroom like makes the animal cannibalize itself so that it can support the mushrooms like with nourishment basically, right? So then what might happen is like slowly these human bodies will like decay and you'll just see them walking still, but like they'll be like decayed internally and stuff like that.
Entire
So then they might not
body.
even float, you know what I'm saying?
Well, a decayed zombie doesn't work though.
It's not a decayed zombie. The zombie's just eating.
It's not decayed. It's like just eating like let's say like it doesn't have like some of its like internals are gonna start being eaten away. You know what I'm saying?
Which means that
but
there's
like
a
it'll
potential
just
for
it'll keep it
endings,
alive though.
That's got
So,
a little
like,
bit of hope.
The best example is like with the insects. Basically, you can see like literally like their stomach is eaten away, like other pieces of their bodies just eaten away. But like all their limbs and their muscles are attached, so then they can just keep walking. You know what I'm saying? And like they can just keep moving, even though like their internals aren't even there anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's wild. That's literally like it's like the rat from Ratatouille under a
Yeah.
hat, bro.
Legit.
It's like
Yeah, like literally like a
legit.
puppet master. It's
Legit.
insane. Yeah.
Obey your master. Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I was saying like
How
they're
the
probably
hell are
gonna
we gonna
sink
get from
if
the
they're gonna
Midwest
swim.
to an island?
Well, we
Take
Dude, that's
stay
tough,
in the
dude.
water.
Okay, I'm feeling
Just
that.
take
We need to
Michigan
use the water.
I feel
Yeah, if you
that.
stay on the
Also, I feel like
rivers.
fish have the least chance of being contaminated because I would be afraid of the food also having this fungus, such as the other animals and like life around that. To the point where
Yeah,
I'd be
like
afraid
other
to eat some of the
mammals could
animals.
have the same problem. Exactly. Like the
or
like
if the
other
animal
types
doesn't
of-
catch it, but they can spread it, meaning that like we had a
Yeah.
we had a good little rabbit dinner,
yeah.
and now everybody woke up
Exactly.
next morning and we zombied out. Damn, hate to see it. That's got to be the weakest
Exactly,
way to
it's
go.
like you
That's
need to
the
eat
weakest
some
way
fish.
to go.
Yeah, just
meal?
eating something that's
That's so
just
sad.
infected.
That's like so depressing. But yeah. So like living on the
bigger boat,
water.
facts.
I'm assuming for leaving from Chicago, are we going south? We trying to go.
We're trying to get to the Atlantic. Yeah, John just said it. We gotta go through the Great
You
Lakes.
got to take the Great
Yeah.
Lakes to the ocean, but you
Yeah.
got to need a
Yeah.
bigger boat.
Yeah.
Hey,
So it's not
I love the fact that he worked. You're gonna need a bigger boat. So we get a bigger boat. We go through the Great
Yeah,
Lakes.
how do you know
and
what
we gotta
size
get
our
to the
boat would
ocean.
be? How'd you know, John? How'd you?
First of all, why'd you assume we had a small boat?
Facts.
Why'd you assume we had a small boat, bro?
Facts.
What if we had big boat energy already?
Facts. Yeah.
Actually, in Chicago, I really think we could probably get a boat. We get a boat.
We would take it.
Mhm.
We get a boat here. We
Yeah.
get a boat.
Dude, we
Honestly,
steal
how
a
wild would it
Coastal
be?
Guard
We
boat.
whip the Navy
we
Pier
we
boat.
steal a Coast Guard boat.
Phew, that'd be
Dude, the
cold.
I
Coast
was
Guard
even thinking
boats
Coast
can
Guard. I was
literally
100%
submerge.
thinking the Navy Pier boat that they take
Yeah,
everybody on their
that'd be
dinners
cool.
on.
I don't think
Oh,
we
facts.
want that one.
But
We don't, but
Dude,
I want it for the city. I
the
want it
Coast
for
Guard
just
one-
money.
the Coast
That'd be
Guard
one
cool.
can sink into the ocean and come back up. That's how crazy that
We
boat
want
is.
that Coast Guard one that's sitting over there.
That's wild, but can it sink with all the people and come back up, or does the
Yeah.
boat just come back up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as
bro.
you're all on the inside. Yeah.
it comes out.
What?
It comes
If you're,
out.
yeah,
That's
it's like
wild.
it can completely
That's the
submerge.
only
It's
way I would
insane.
feel comfortable on the Atlantic, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Mhm.
Facts.
Like that, or like a massive
Like,
cruise ship.
that's
If
the
it's like,
boat you
man,
want, man.
we
If we
did
could
the
steal
Y'all
that,
seen the movie?
like we do some GTA shit and steal it, like, dude, that would be
Bro.
fucking lit.
I mean,
Oh,
it wouldn't
yeah.
really be GTA. If Bob's saying we're waiting until we're like not even knowing if we're the only ones, it'll be one of the only boats left here. You know, we'll have to like. Hopefully, it'll be like
Find the key.
somebody tried to get it and it
Yeah.
didn't work, and we just went up and it's like, hey, keys are still here.
You can't
Facts,
Huckleberry
facts.
Finn.
You open her.
What are you talking about? You
No.
can't Huckleberry Finn that.
No,
Read the comment before it.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I know.
Oh.
Because we need to get down the river first, and we can't
Yeah,
take the
yeah.
size
We got to
boat.
get to the harbor, John.
We're gonna do it, man. I
There
believe
aren't
this.
boats on the river right next to here.
I mean, we could do it. We can get to the river from
People
here.
don't just park their boats up and down the river.
How
They're
wild
at
would it be?
harbors at the end of the river.
We're just paddle boarding.
We might steal some canoes for the river part.
Yo.
Seems like a good
Facts.
plan for
It
it.
would be way cooler
be
if we had
dope.
one of those boats that everybody sits in and does this thing.
Yeah.
No, but not a canoe.
Like
One,
a
like everybody's
kayak.
sitting down and we all get like a seat.
Oh.
We're in a row. But no, you were all in like a row.
Oh.
Like a big, I
Like the
want a
Olympic
canoe with all the
shit?
people.
Yeah.
Either way, I think it'd be really cool.
Still
And
a canoe.
I would really enjoy to check off that bucket list
I am
item as we
actually
also
pretty
were
sure
in the
the
apocalypse.
person wants
I've
our
wanted to
canoe.
do that. That seems like something really fun. I've never had the opportunity.
Four-person boat.
Yeah, you know those boats where like everybody's got the paddle. Like, dude, I've never done one of
Yo,
those.
it's
I
like
would love to
one,
do
two.
one.
Oh man, I love how that's on your bucket list.
Yeah,
I love
that's
I've
hilarious.
never fucking done it. I really would do it.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
do it
think it
for
was-
like 30
Oh,
seconds.
You
man.
all have done this before.
So funny.
No, but it was just
Exactly.
like,
Done it,
like,
but
it just
I added it
like,
to my bucket
That
list.
and,
Yeah.
that and whitewater rafting. Want to do both?
Oh,
I do
man.
want to raft. I think that would be lit.
Whitewater rafting is
Dude,
fucking
rafting
dangerous as
is
shit, though.
scary
Like,
as
honestly,
crap,
I'll
though.
look it up.
Yeah.
That one in Falling Out of of a like parachuting,
Skydiving.
like skydiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Those two I look up all the time, and I'm like, this is so cool. I really want to do it. And then I
Same.
like look up the amount of deaths, and I'm like, ooh, I've talked myself
Nah,
out
I
of it.
don't-
Yeah,
I've talked myself out of it so quick.
no.
I really,
ready for
every
that,
time I
I'm
watch
hella down.
skydiving videos, I'm like, this is so beautiful. This is so
Let's do
cool.
it.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
be one of
hella
those
down,
people
man.
who like does the cool shit where you
The
pose for the
GoPro.
picture and you like jump
Yeah.
off and you're doing the walk in
Yeah.
the air. And then I'm like, how many people
Yeah.
died last year? Damn, I'm good.
No, see, I don't
No,
look that
let's
shit
go
up.
do it.
Yeah,
No.
I trust it's safe enough.
Then go with him.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
let's
be
go.
on the ground.
Bobby, let's go. I'm down.
I'll be
Yeah,
on
you
the
guys
ground.
can go.
Skydive from
Yeah.
Go for it, guys.
That's one of
Yeah,
those
that'll be
things
I'm
where
not
if
going for
on
it.
the day I'm feeling it, I'll do it with you. But like,
no.
don't go with
You gotta
the
lock
don't
in.
don't go with the intention of being like, oh yeah, Josh will definitely be here tomorrow. Nope, I might not. I might not show up.
We need to have
This is past the $54
punishment if
budget.
You don't go.
No, because then I'm not. Then I'm just gonna say, let's not do it. It's that easy.
Well, yeah, majority rules then, bud.
Did you say majority rules for me throwing myself out of a plane? That's not how this works.
Yeah, I know.
That's not how this works.
I
Yeah,
can't
no.
Oh
go with you on
damn,
that, Bobby.
peer pressure.
No, I can't
Bobby.
be
No,
pressure you
I'm
to
not
jump
jumping
off
out
a
of a
plane.
plane.
Get peer
There's
pressure
no
to
way.
almost ending my life. That's
Yeah,
wild.
no.
I feel sad for anyone who's ever been peer pressured to go skydiving before,
I
but
dare
I know
you.
I'm not
Your
one
life?
of them. What?
Almost
No,
ending
no
your
way.
life.
Yeah, because there's not a 100% chance you make it back to the ground every time. Tell me there is.
Facts.
Tell me
There's
there's
not
a.
100%
Tell me there's a.
chance you make it to the
No,
bathroom.
no, no, no,
after
no, no,
this.
no. Don't give me the bullshit of you might die in a car crash. I don't care. This one is intentional. This one is the only
So
intent
is
for me.
driving. So
The-
is
the
walking
intent-
to the bathroom.
When I get into a car, my goal is to go from point A to point B. When I jump out of a plane, my goal is to go from the sky to the fucking ground. How you get there is the problem.
yeah.
Facts.
But the entire time, even if your parachute don't open, you
There's-
successfully did what you went to do.
Dude, there's only
Jump out of
you
a
only
fucking
got
plane.
you only
No.
got one chance, man. I mean,
That's
you
what I'm
got
saying.
your
No.
you're shooting the
Don't go for
backup
it.
shoot.
Two shoots.
You know how
And
many
that-
videos
you're
I've seen
done,
of
man.
people whose
You're
shoots
done.
did not open correctly, and then they're like, "Oh shit!" And
Yeah,
they're like
hell no.
twisting, and I'm like, I don't have the oh shit.
Yeah, no, hell no,
Fuck
dude.
that.
Hell
Fuck
no.
all of that.
Hell
No.
no.
Or people
No
who are
way.
like first shoot
No
didn't
way.
open, had to open second shoot. Eat my nuts. If the second shoot has to open,
Yeah.
no, fuck
Yeah.
it, no.
You're already
My
done
thing
for,
is-
man. Like, dude,
It seems so much
That's
more
so
You
fun.
scary.
take like
Where I'm like,
3
fuck it.
safety shoots.
Yeah.
I can literally just go to iFly and do indoor skydiving, bitch.
No,
Fuck
someone
you,
died
mean?
in there last week.
facts,
Okay,
Oh god.
the percentages are not going to be the same.
I'm so
facts.
serious.
The percentages are not going to be the same. Bobby, air, ground. There's two totally different things. I'm not jumping from 10 to 20,000 feet as opposed to falling in a tube that has a
All
way
right.
better success rate.
What if we start smaller?
Shut up. There's no.
Base jumping.
God damn. That's way bigger. I would argue that's bigger.
It's way bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Big,
This is
base
bro.
jumping is so much more dangerous because it's closer to the earth.
Yeah.
You have less time.
You have less jump.
You have less.
The 15,000 feet was
No,
the
No,
Bobby-
that's so much
Bobby
scarier.
wilded today.
So much scarier.
Bobby's
We'll have to
wilding
continue
today.
this
If you-
zombie
if you
apocalypse
pull-
conversation
you
on
pull it
another
too late.
episode because
God
we've
damn.
run out of time this week. Oh
God
my
damn.
god.
Oh my god.
So we got to get a quote to end us out with, man. We're going to continue our zombie apocalypse talk and tell you what we would do to survive a zombie apocalypse next week, but you got to stay tuned for that. And also you can join our Discord, which is down there in the links. That's on all the sites. So you can literally join the Discord and you can hear us talk about this stuff even more. If you jump in the Discord tonight, I'll talk with you for 50 minutes about what I would do in a zombie apocalypse if I were alone. I swear to God, I'll do it.
I'll
I
hop on
promise. I
Facts.
promise.
Facts.
But like, if you really do it, I don't know. I shouldn't have made that promise. But either way, I'll do it. Fuck it. Hey, make sure you check out all the cool content we're dropping. Everybody, tell everybody what the content we're dropping is. What you guys dropping?
Daily shorts as usual.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Stream possibly this weekend and then video. for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
By like next week probably.
True, what you dropping, Bars?
Facts. Daily shorts. Finally, the One Piece chapter is back, so I'll probably drop a video. YouTube.
I know
video this
nothing
week.
about One Piece, but if I know anything from Twitter, what is going on with Luffy, man?
Hey.
Dude, Luffy's lit, man.
Facts.
He's,
I know nothing about
So
One Piece,
basically,
but
in-
Luffy was on
in the-
everything
Yeah.
on Threads
Bro,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, who are all these
in the
people
anime,
talking about Luffy?
basically the episode where he has his transformation, which is like basically the biggest transformation in anime since Super Saiyan, basically. Like people are going
Oh,
crazy over this transformation. So everyone wants to see this thing animated. I'm even hyped for it. It's this next anime episode coming out. So that's why
Okay.
everyone's going crazy.
Everybody out here like, yo, Luffy.
Yeah.
Bro, Luffy this,
Yeah.
Luffy that. I'm like, nigga, I'm
Going
not
Super
watching.
Saiyan.
I'm not about to start watching or reading
Facts.
none of this. Y'all are too deep for me.
Legit.
Hey, Okay. I got a quote to end this out with.
Facts.
Y'all ready for it? This one I'm going to direct at you then. This is not the one that I was going to... Oh, yeah, I'm weak as shit. Baba Googled it. But now I'm directing it at you. You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
Damn.